Ukemi Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of All Life is Problem Solving by Karl Popper, translated by Patrick Camilla, narrated by Martyn Swain. Preface. This collection of essays and talks may be seen as a sequel to my book In Search of a Better World. Both contain some contributions strongly oriented towards the natural sciences and others strongly oriented towards history or politics. The title All Life is Problem Solving is also the title of Chapter 9, which strongly influenced the short but relevant summary by way of a preface in that earlier collection. Here too I have tried to give the preface more weight than prefaces usually have. The selection of chapters has been made with the help and advice of my assistant Mrs. Melita Mew and Dr. Klaus Stadler from Piper Verlag. I am deeply grateful to them both. 1. The first part of this book is called Questions of Natural Science. What I have in mind are mainly biology and the unfathomable wealth of living forms. The more deeply we penetrate into the many areas of biology, from whichever angle, the more unfathomable does the wealth of biological structures prove to be, and the more prodigious their harmonious interplay. The last chapter in Part 1 is devoted to Johannes Kepler, the great seeker after harmonies in God's physical creation, and the great discoverer of the three laws that determine the motion of the planets in a highly abstract yet highly harmonious manner. Of the three intellectual giants who together and with others created our natural science, the contemporaries Galileo and Kepler and their successor Newton, Kepler is perhaps the greatest. His is certainly the most attractive, open and modest personality. All three were passionate seekers and tireless workers. All three toiled extremely hard, often with persistently disappointing results, but they were amply rewarded with the great joy of those who see the world in a new light, differently, more beautifully and harmoniously, and also better than anyone before them, and who then know that their hard work has been crowned with joy, almost undeserved, because it could so easily have turned out otherwise. Of the three great figures, Kepler was the only one who not only worked everything out, but honestly and conscientiously wrote it all down. He also understood, as no one else did, that it was the Greek thinkers of the distant past, from Thales to Aristotle, Aristarchus and Ptolemy, who had bequeathed their boldest ideas to Kepler's inspirational model Copernicus. More than in the other two cases, it was his great modesty that again and again helped Kepler to see and learn from his own mistakes that could be overcome only with the utmost difficulty. Each of the three intellectual giants was, in his own way,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?